Hey guys, it's nice to see me again, and yes, you read the video title right, and I really need your help, and this is a call to action to everyone to help save The Sims. Data has been showing a slight decline in the Sims player base, and while it may be normal, it's still not very good that this is happening, especially in this year. This is scary knowing that we've played The Sims and we have fallen in love with The Sims and life simulation because of the game. That's the reason why we play. But there is a way to save The Sims, and I think I know how we can do it. This video will be broken up into parts so you can understand every little factor that I want to talk about when it comes to the Sims franchise, so we can get more information. Let's get into it. This is a call to all Simmers, not just my fan base, but creators and game changers. We need to boycott kits, and we need to support Spa Day because it's a pack refresh. Out of all the controversies of The Sims 4, the kits seem to be the worst one. The Sims team have stated that these kits were not going to impact the release of other content, such as stuff packs or game packs, yet they clearly have. Between 2021 to 2023, we have received 0 stuff packs, and then ever since 2022, we have received no game packs, even when Fairies came out in the Enchanted by Nature pack. Every season when it comes to The Sims 4, it seems more kits are appearing and only one major pack gets released. I remember when we got multiple packs in a year, from expansion to game to stuff. And now we only get expansion packs and kits. It's really ridiculous, especially since kits are so minimal nowadays. The last straw for me when it came to kits was the recent Essential Glam and Grange Mudroom kit. I'm not blaming the creators, do not worry. I'm sure there were limitations to what they were making, but the issue is that they were so empty that there was no reason to justify a $5 price tag. The kits were not even bundled as $5 total. No, they were $5 each, the same cost of a stuff pack. It would have made more sense just to make one of those and allow the creators to help with it, or even make these two items a base game update for free. They've done this before. Back when The Sims birthday happened one time, they had a content creator help make some new items and release them in the base game for free. But if there's one thing I've learned from past events in The Sims, there is one way we can get EA and the Sims team to change their ways. It's through wallets. You probably are thinking this isn't effective, but it's because we have to have it be a mass movement. Not just Simmers, but game changers and content creators, and even custom content creators need to help us not support the kits. How this has been effective before is back during my wedding stories, when there was a controversy that the pack would not release in Russia, making Russian Simmers not be able to experience it. Obviously, all Simmers work together with Boycott, from players to content creators to so much more. Even game changers like Lil Simsy and James Turner help support this. And good news is, guess what happened? My wedding stories would officially be changed to be released in Russia, meaning we won. We can do the same with kits. Once we make the kits unprofitable, they have to stop making them. They would have to start making packs that are profitable, which we can do by funding expansion, game packs, and stuff packs, and avoiding kits at all costs. Even better, we can support a pack like Spa Day, the one pack to receive a refresh, which was simple, and it would help the Sims team greatly as it would show them that refreshes work. Not to mention, if the Sims team were to do more pack refreshes, they would have time to fix all the game-breaking bugs, as refreshes are not a full pack. They're simply new features being added to an old pack, nothing crazy, which I think would definitely help. The better way to be doing Sim seasons would be free content updates, one sort of pack, whether it's an expansion, stuff pack, or game pack, and maybe 2 free refreshes a year. Certain packs we should be able to choose, but to get refreshed, things like Discovery University and Seasons clearly need refreshes. 2025, I would say, is one of the worst years for the Sims franchise, following the other year which Discovery University got released, which many reference as to the bad time of the Sims franchise, but I think today is even worse. While major bugs have been reported to be plaguing a game, even ones that get released in a game, like for example with Enchanted by Nature making it so your Sims couldn't get pregnant, an essential part to the gameplay, or even as back as far as high school years where Sims were randomly aging whenever you traveled. The year was off to a good start when we got the anniversary items, including landline phones, a birthday cake, and even burglars making a return. It made me have hope that this was going to be a good year for The Sims, because my assumption was the entire year was going to be all about bringing back things that people loved from previous Sims games. While that technically is true, it's not fully. It changed when we got Businesses and Hobbies, which is basically a ripoff of Get to Work, as they both should have been the same pack, as they're basically the same thing. The pack that Fairies was released in wasn't even about fairies, it was mostly about living one with nature, which is weird when you think about werewolves, vampires, and spellcasters getting their own separate packs with their own focus on them. Being game packs are only $20, yet they racked up the price to $40 to make you pay more for fairies. That's not really fair when you think about it. And then recently, we were announced Adventure Awaits, which, looking at the pack cover art and more information about it, it's pretty much just a repeat of Outdoor Retreat, but better. And that's the problem. Again, $40 price tag when the other is just $20. This is showing that they are out of good ideas when there is so many things that simmers are requesting, as we are requesting things like hotels, cars and garages, elementary schools, and many more. Like even bands. There are things in The Sims that we either do not have and could be a fresh take on something, or even stuff that's from a previous game that we would like to return to the game. Those are things that we need. This could have been the year the Sims team brought back old things that people liked, and I think that would have made this probably one of the greatest years in the Sims franchise. But however, that didn't happen. And the problem is, if this keeps happening, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to see The Sims die out. I do not want it to become SimCity 2013 because of EA. This is a question I've been asking for a very long time, considering how profitable The Sims are and how EA hasn't been exactly the best help to them. Could The Sims potentially break away from EA? Like, when Maxis first created the game, EA was the only company to give them a chance to publish the game, as life simulators were not really a thing at the time. They thought people wouldn't even play it. But obviously, EA has drifted from The Sims ideas since the launch of the very first game. I don't know all the nitty-gritty like contracts and copyright and all that, but if the Sims team can, I really think it is time they break away from EA and publish the games themselves. I hope they have the money, and if we can support them in that, we could probably get a much better game. The last part I want to talk about in this video is just the future of the channel. Do not worry, I'm not quitting. I'm still going to be making Sims content all the time because, well, I love the game and it deserves to be shown more content to more people so we can share it with future generations. However, what will be changing is I will no longer be supporting kids. I am telling you to not buy them. I will not be paying for them. I will not be reviewing them, and I will not be giving them views. Every small step we can do to not support kids can put them more and more into the chance of being removed from The Sims 4. Or the Sims franchise in general. However, I still will be reviewing game packs, expansion packs, and stuff packs, as those are more worthy of reviews. I will still support the creators behind the creator kit, but instead of buying the kit, I'll simply be making sure they are heard and you can find their pages to get their custom content and talk to them more. Even though I don't use custom content, I believe those creators should still be supported as they do great work. But please, spread the word about this. Encourage fellow simmers, content creators, and even convince the game changers to make changes. We need to stop supporting kids. And I really think it could help save the Sims franchise if we show them that we won't buy what isn't worth it. Help the cause and save the Sims. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!